Hi everyone, welcome to another Cabinet Vision Guy tech tip. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at a really common question that's asked, especially if we've just built a catalogue or we're relatively new to the software, and that is, why is one of my assemblies completely different to the other assemblies that I've placed using this catalogue? So to demonstrate this, what I've got is a really simple setup here, a few kitchen assemblies placed against the wall, and you'll see that I've got a shaker door style with sort of like a white finish material. And if I just go into plan view, I'm just going to head up to job and just check my job properties. And what I've got selected for my cabinets will be dictating essentially what my cabinets are going to be made from. So I've got a particular construction method, a kitchen frameless graphics. For materials, I think I've just got an MFC white, so really simple. And hardware, I've got a standard 110. And for doors, it's just a slim shaker in a white gloss. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish this off, and I'm going to drag in an assembly into my scene. And this is just a basic sink unit that I've created and saved away. So I'm going to go into objects and I'm going to drag in my sink base. And then I'm going to take a look in 3D and see that this particular assembly has something different about it. With this one, we've got several different things. If I just take a look, you'll see that we've got a different construction method, a different door style, and a different material schedule selected. Now, it might be the case that you have multiple things that are different about this assembly or only one particular thing. And the reason it's different is because we've saved it away that way. So to restore this back to normal and find out what is different about it, what we need to do is head down to assembly level and take a look at what we call overrides. So if I just head to section view and into properties, and I'm going to pick construction. And what I've done when I've actually created this assembly is I've set my construction method on assembly level. I've also done the same with materials and selected it here as well. When I've saved this back to my catalogue, what I've done is I've saved it with a preserve on there. So it's preserved the material, it's preserved the construction, and it's also preserved the doors. So what I'm going to do is just cancel out of this, and I'm going to go into modifications, and I'm going to go into overrides and take a look at all the overrides that are applied to this assembly. And what I can do from here is I can work my way through the list and remove any overrides that I don't want. So currently I want to remove my assembly construction schedule, and I'd like to remove the one for the material. I'd like to keep the back height adjustment as well, so I'm going to remove those two. And the rest of them, what I'd like to do is just remove them. So I'm going to head down to the bottom, hold shift, and then just hit remove. So I'm going to keep my back height adjustment in there. And when I hit OK and into 3D, you'll see that my cabinet then restores to being what I would expect it to be as per my job or room properties. Now I can also see on this that I've got my top stretcher set in a different material as well, which is slightly unexpected. And what I must have done at some point is, if I go to plan view and pick on my top stretcher, when I've come to build this unit, I've probably set the material and created an override there. So if I go to properties and then overrides, you'll see that we've got a material override. So I'm going to remove that one as well and remove this one too. Now from here, what I can do is I'm just going to head back out to room level, and I'm going to right click and choose to save. And I could just do a save here, but I'm going to choose to save as. And I'm going to take a look at some of the properties for this assembly when I'm saving it. So if I go to advanced and click on the preserves, I can see that because I've changed the material schedule and a few of the different properties like the hinge material, I need to untick these to make sure these are not preserved when I save my assembly back. I can cancel out of this for a second, and if I want to, I can also go back to the original object that was saved. So if I click on my sink base and right click and go to an edit item, I can then go back to advanced, preserves, and I can also untick the items from here as well and then hit OK. This will work for everything that's been set on an assembly level, but if we've got any part overrides on there as well, we'll need to go through and just modify those before saving the assembly back. Hopefully you found this tech tip useful. Feel free to give us a like, share and subscribe. We're also on Facebook, that's facebook.com/thecabinetvisionguy, and Instagram too, that's instagram.com/thecabinetvisionguy. Cheers!